Have you ever wondered if you're your cat's favorite person, or just the one who feeds them? Cats have very specific ways of showing love, and if you don't know what to look for, you might be missing some huge clues. In this video, I'll reveal 10 things cats only do for their favorite humans. And trust me, number 6 is the biggest sign of all. Number 1. They allow you to pet their belly. Cats are fascinating creatures, full of contradictions. One moment, they may be rubbing against your legs, purring contentedly, and the next, they could be swatting your hand away with a look of pure betrayal. Unlike dogs, who often roll over and expose their bellies as a sign of trust or playfulness, cats have a much more complex relationship with this behavior. In the wild, a cat's stomach is its most vulnerable area. A single well-placed attack to the belly could mean serious injury or even death. That's why most cats instinctively guard their stomachs, even in the safest home environments. If a cat willingly rolls onto their back and allows you to stroke their belly, consider it one of the highest honors in the feline world. This isn't just a sign of comfort, it's a declaration of trust. It means they feel completely safe in your presence and believe that you won't take advantage of their vulnerability. However, this isn't an invitation that should be accepted lightly. Many cats will expose their bellies as a sign of relaxation, but the moment a hand reaches out, they might suddenly switch into attack mode, grabbing your hand with their front paws, kicking with their back legs, or even giving a sharp nip. This isn't necessarily aggression. It's simply an instinctive response to protect themselves from potential threats. But if your cat not only allows you to pet their belly but also leans into your touch, purrs, or kneads the air with their paws, then you've truly earned their trust. This level of comfort is something they reserve for their absolute favorite human, the one they see as family. Some cats even go a step further, choosing to sleep on their backs with their stomachs exposed when they're around their trusted person. This is an even deeper level of vulnerability, showing that they feel completely at ease in their environment and with you nearby. It's important to remember that every cat is different. While some will happily let their trusted human rub their belly, others will always be more protective of that area. If your cat never lets you touch their stomach, don't take it personally. It doesn't mean they don't love or trust you. Cats show affection in many different ways, from slow blinks to headbutts, and even just choosing to sit near you. The key is to respect their boundaries and recognize the ways they do express their trust. So, if you're one of the lucky ones whose cat rolls onto their back and welcomes belly rubs, know that you've been granted a rare and special privilege. It's a sign that your bond is strong, built on deep trust and understanding. And if your cat doesn't let you touch their belly, don't worry. There are plenty of other ways they might be telling you that you're their favorite human. Number 2. They let you lift them up. For many cats, being picked up is a matter of trust and personal comfort. Unlike dogs, who often seek out physical closeness and happily allow themselves to be lifted, cats are naturally more independent and prefer to have control over their movements. In the wild, a cat being lifted off the ground usually means danger, either from a predator or an unexpected threat. That's why most felines instinctively resist being held, preferring to keep all 4 paws securely on a surface. However, if your cat allows you to pick them up without struggling, it's a strong sign that they see you as their trusted human. They know that you won't harm them, drop them, or hold them in an uncomfortable position. This trust is built over time and isn't something they extend to just anyone. Have you ever noticed how a cat will wriggle free or even swipe at someone who tries to pick them up without their consent? That's because they don't feel safe in that person's arms. But with their favorite human, the reaction is often much different. They may relax into your embrace, purr softly, or even rest their head against you. Certain breeds, like ragdolls, are famously known for their tolerance of being held. These cats often go limp when picked up, enjoying the close contact. But even among ragdolls, there's a difference between being tolerant and genuinely enjoying the interaction. If your cat willingly seeks you out and allows you to carry them, they're demonstrating a deep level of trust and affection. Even cats who don't typically enjoy being held might make an exception for their favorite human. They might not want to be cradled for long, but they will tolerate a short lift or snuggle without protest. Some will even climb onto their owner's shoulders or into their lap when they want attention, showing that they feel safe in their arms. That said, every cat has their own limits. If your feline friend doesn't enjoy being picked up, don't force it. Trust can be expressed in many other ways, through headbutts, slow blinks, or simply choosing to sit beside you. The key is to recognize and respect their boundaries while appreciating the ways they do show their love. So, if your cat lets you pick them up and doesn't immediately try to escape, consider it a rare and special privilege. It's one of the many ways they show that you're their chosen person. And if they don't, no worries. There are plenty of other signs that your bond is just as strong. Number 3. They eat calmly in your presence. Eating is a vulnerable moment for any animal, and cats are no exception. In the wild, a cat must always be aware of potential threats while eating, whether it's a larger predator or a rival feline trying to steal their food. Even domesticated cats still retain this instinct, which is why many of them prefer to eat in quiet, secluded areas where they won't be disturbed. Some may even glance around nervously or try to eat quickly, as if expecting their meal to be taken away at any moment. However, if your cat eats calmly when you're nearby, it's a significant sign of trust. It means they feel completely safe in your presence and don't see you as a threat to their food. They know you won't steal it, interfere, or disrupt their mealtime. This relaxed attitude toward eating is one of the clearest signs that your cat considers you their favorite person. Some cats even take it a step further by eating only when their favorite human is present. Have you ever noticed your cat waiting for you to enter the room before they start eating? Or maybe they look up at you mid-meal, blinking slowly or purring, as if acknowledging your presence? These behaviors indicate a deep bond and a sense of security. It's worth noting that while some cats are comfortable eating near their owners, others still prefer privacy out of habit. This doesn't necessarily mean they don't trust you. It just means they like their space. However, if a cat eats quickly or appears stressed when someone else is nearby, but remains relaxed around you, that's a clear indicator of how much they trust and rely on you. Of course, it's always a good practice to let cats eat in peace, even if they are comfortable with you being around. If your cat shows signs of stress while eating, such as stopping frequently, looking around anxiously, or eating too fast, it might mean they still feel a bit protective over their food. But if they eat slowly, take breaks, and even groom themselves afterward, that's a sign of true comfort. So, if your cat eats calmly when you're around, consider it an honor. It means they trust you completely and see you as part of their safe space. It's yet another way your feline friend silently confirms that you're their favorite person. Number 4. They do not mind if you stare at them. In the animal kingdom, prolonged eye contact is often seen as a threat. Among predators, an intense stare can signal an imminent attack, while among rivals, it can be a challenge for dominance. Cats instinctively understand this, which is why most of them tend to avoid direct eye contact with unfamiliar people or animals. If a cat feels uncomfortable, they will either avert their gaze, move away, or even react defensively. However, when a cat truly trusts someone, especially their favorite human, they begin to interpret eye contact differently. Instead of seeing it as a threat, they recognize it as a form of communication. Have you ever locked eyes with your cat, only for them to slowly blink at you? This is their way of saying, "I trust you." If your cat allows you to look at them for an extended period without showing signs of discomfort, it's a clear sign that they feel completely safe around you. Some cats will even seek eye contact as a way to interact. They might stare at you while waiting for food, observing your movements with interest, or simply lying across the room, watching you go about your day. If they keep their body relaxed, their tail still, and their ears in a neutral position, it means they're content and not interpreting your gaze as a threat. It's important to note that not all eye contact is the same. If a cat's stare is accompanied by dilated pupils, a tense body, or twitching ears, it might indicate overstimulation or even mild irritation. In those cases, it's best to give them space. But if they remain calm, blink back at you, or even come closer, it's a strong indicator that they not only tolerate your gaze, but actually feel comforted by it. One way to strengthen this bond is by practicing the slow blink. If your cat is looking at you, try closing your eyes slowly, then reopening them. Many cats will respond by doing the same, acknowledging your affection and reinforcing the trust between you. A cat that doesn't mind being stared at, or even enjoys it, is showing a level of trust and familiarity that they wouldn't extend to just anyone. So if your feline friend allows you to gaze into their eyes without flinching or turning away, consider yourself special. This is a silent yet powerful way your cat confirms that you are their favorite person. Number 5. They allow themselves to be held still. We've already discussed how some cats tolerate being picked up by their favorite human, but allowing themselves to be held in place is an even greater sign of trust. Cats are naturally independent creatures, and restricting their movement, whether by carrying them for too long or holding them still, can trigger their fight or flight instinct. In the wild, being restrained could mean being caught by a predator, which is why most cats will instinctively resist, squirming, meowing, or even using their claws to break free. Yet, if your cat trusts you completely, they might allow you to hold them still, even if it's not their favorite thing. This is particularly noticeable in situations where they might otherwise panic. Have you ever had to remove a tick from an awkward spot or administer medication? Many cats will bolt at the first sign of restraint, but if yours stays relatively calm, it's because they recognize that you have their best interests at heart. That doesn't mean they enjoy it, but it does mean they've accepted that you won't harm them. Some cats will even allow their favorite human to clip their nails or clean their ears without a struggle, something they wouldn't tolerate from just anyone. Others might give a small protest, but ultimately stay in place, showing that they understand the interaction is necessary. The key to gaining this level of trust is consistency and patience. Cats that have been handled gently and respectfully from a young age are more likely to tolerate being held for brief periods. Using a calm voice, slow movements, and rewarding them afterward with treats or affection can reinforce positive experiences. However, even the most trusting cats have limits. If your feline starts flicking their tail, flattening their ears, or tensing their body, it's best to release them before they become too stressed. Trust is a delicate balance, and respecting their boundaries ensures they will continue to allow handling when truly necessary. Number 6. They approach your face. Cats are naturally cautious animals, and one of their most sensitive areas is their face. In the wild, close face-to-face contact can be a sign of aggression or dominance, so felines typically avoid putting themselves in such a vulnerable position. Even when interacting with larger animals or humans, most cats keep their distance, offering only a quick sniff before retreating. This wariness is part of their survival instinct, ensuring they avoid potential threats. However, with their favorite human, this behavior changes entirely. If your cat willingly brings their face close to yours, it's a sign of deep trust and affection. This is especially evident when they rub their head against you, a behavior known as bunting. By doing this, they are not only marking you with their scent, but also demonstrating that they feel completely safe in your presence. This is one of the most profound ways a cat can show love. Some cats will even press their forehead against yours, nuzzle your cheek, or lightly tap your face with their nose. These small yet intimate gestures are their way of saying, "You are mine, and I trust you completely." Others might climb onto your chest while you're lying down, placing their face close to yours as they purr contentedly. This is a moment of pure vulnerability for them, proving that they see you as part of their family. Have you ever woken up to your cat sitting just inches from your face, watching you sleep? While it may seem a little intense, this is actually a sign of affection and curiosity. They might be waiting for you to wake up, or simply enjoying the comfort of being near you. Some cats even give gentle licks on the nose or chin, mimicking grooming behaviors they would typically reserve for their closest companions. This behavior is something that only happens with their most trusted humans. If a cat approaches your face willingly, without hesitation, it means you have earned their complete confidence. They do not see you as a threat, but rather as a source of security and love. Number 7. They lie on their backs with their bellies up near you. We've already discussed how special it is when a cat allows you to pet their belly. Now, let's take it one step further. When a cat voluntarily lies on their back near you, exposing their belly, it is one of the strongest signs of trust they can give. A cat's abdomen is one of the most vulnerable parts of their body. Unlike their back, which is protected by a solid layer of muscle and bone, the belly is soft and holds their vital organs with minimal protection. In the wild, exposing their stomach is an open invitation for a predator to attack. Because of this, most cats instinctively guard their midsection and react defensively when it is touched. Even in the safety of a home, many cats will only roll onto their backs when they are confident there is no danger around. If your cat chooses to lie near you with their belly exposed, it means they feel completely safe in your presence. This is a significant sign of trust and relaxation, as they would never assume such a vulnerable position if they felt threatened. Some cats will even stretch out luxuriously, showing off their fluffy belly as they lounge beside you on the couch or bed. This is their way of saying, "I trust you, and I feel at ease when you're around." However, don't be fooled. Just because a cat exposes their belly does not necessarily mean they want it to be touched. While some cats enjoy belly rubs from their favorite human, others may react instinctively with a playful or not so playful. So what if you try to touch this sensitive area? If you're unsure, observe their body language. Relaxed ears and slow blinks are good signs, while twitching tails or sudden movements indicate that they would prefer to be admired from a distance. Some particularly affectionate cats will roll onto their backs as an invitation to play or cuddle, often stretching their paws toward you or meowing softly. If your cat does this frequently around you, it's a clear sign that they see you as someone they trust and love deeply. Have you ever noticed your cat flopping onto their back the moment you enter the room? This is sometimes called a social roll, a behavior that signals happiness and excitement. It's their way of greeting you and showing that they feel completely comfortable in your presence. If your cat frequently lounges belly up near you, congratulations, you are their safe space. It's a privilege that they reserve for their most trusted human. Keep watching for more ways to tell if you are your cat's absolute favorite. Number 8. They need you like dough. If your cat needs you like a ball of dough, congratulations, you're officially their safe space. This charming behavior, often called making biscuits, is one of the strongest signs that a cat feels completely comfortable and bonded with you. Kneading is an instinctive action that cats develop as kittens. When they nurse from their mother, they press their tiny paws against her belly to stimulate milk flow. As they grow older, this kneading behavior becomes associated with feelings of comfort, security, and affection. Instead of doing it for nourishment, adult cats need soft surfaces like blankets, pillows, or, most importantly, their favorite human, whenever they feel particularly happy and at peace. Not all cats need people, and those that do tend to reserve this gesture for the individual they trust the most. If your cat regularly turns you into a biscuit-making station, it's a strong indication that they see you as a source of love and protection. This behavior is often accompanied by other signs of affection, like purring, slow blinking, or even drooling. Yes, some cats get so relaxed while kneading that they start to drool a little. Kneading can also be a way for cats to mark you as their own. Cats have scent glands in their paws, and when they press against you rhythmically, they are subtly transferring their scent, reinforcing the idea that you belong to them. It's their way of saying, "You're mine, and I feel safe with you." Some cats knead gently, while others might extend their claws slightly during the process. If your cat gets a little too enthusiastic and their sharp claws make it uncomfortable, you can place a soft blanket between you and their paws. This allows them to continue their affectionate ritual without causing discomfort. Another interesting observation is that some cats knead in specific situations, such as when they are about to settle down for a nap, when they're receiving affection, or when they're feeling particularly cozy. It's almost as if they are preparing their bed before fully relaxing. If your cat chooses you as their preferred kneading spot, it means they associate you with the ultimate feeling of security. Number 9. They bring you gifts. If your cat has ever proudly delivered a gift to you, whether it's a toy, a feather, an insect, or, in less fortunate cases, a small animal, you might be wondering what's going on in their feline mind. While some people might find this behavior a bit unsettling, it's actually one of the highest honors a cat can bestow upon their favorite human. This behavior is deeply rooted in a cat's natural instincts. In the wild, mother cats teach their kittens how to hunt by bringing them prey, sometimes already dead, sometimes still alive, to help them develop survival skills. Domestic cats, even those who never hunt for food, retain this instinct and may share their hunting successes with the person they feel closest to. Essentially, when your cat drops a gift at your feet, they're treating you like part of their family, possibly even as their somewhat incompetent human who needs help learning how to hunt. Interestingly, cats don't always bring actual prey. Indoor cats, for example, may offer you their favorite toys, socks, or random household objects they've caught while exploring. This suggests that it's not just about hunting, but also about sharing something important with you. The fact that your cat chooses you for this gesture instead of another household member is a clear indication that you hold a special place in their heart. Behavioral experts, like Dr. John Bradshaw, explain that this behavior is more common with cats who have a strong bond with their owner. In their eyes, you are part of their social group, and bringing you a gift is their way of contributing to the family. Some cats will even vocalize while carrying their gift, as if announcing their grand delivery. If your cat frequently brings you presents, it's important to respond in a way that acknowledges their effort. Even if you'd rather not receive a freshly caught lizard or mouse, scolding them might confuse or discourage their affectionate instincts. Instead, offer praise or gently redirect them to something more appropriate, like a toy. If they bring in live animals, try using a humane method to release them outside safely while ensuring your cat still feels appreciated. For those who prefer not to receive such gifts, engaging your cat in interactive play with hunting-style toys, like feather wands or toy mice, can help satisfy their instincts in a way that doesn't involve actual critters. Providing enrichment activities can redirect their energy while still maintaining that special bond. Number 10. They prefer to sleep beside you in bed. Few things feel more rewarding for a cat owner than having their feline companion curl up beside them at night. If your cat chooses to sleep with you rather than elsewhere in the house, consider it one of the strongest signs of trust and attachment. Cats are naturally cautious creatures when it comes to choosing a resting place. After all, in the wild, sleeping leaves them vulnerable to potential threats. So, if your cat voluntarily decides to share their sleeping space with you, it's a clear indication that they see you as a source of safety and comfort. Dr. John Bradshaw, author of Cat Sense, explains that this close interaction can lower stress levels for both cats and humans. The rhythmic sound of a cat's breathing, combined with the warmth of their body, creates a soothing effect that can help promote relaxation and deepen the bond between pet and owner. For cats, the warmth of a human body is also an attractive factor, since they seek out cozy spots for sleep. Your bed provides the perfect combination of heat and security. Some cats prefer to sleep by their owner's feet, while others may snuggle against their chest or curl up near their head. These sleeping positions can vary based on the cat's personality and level of attachment. For example, sleeping at your feet, your cat wants to be close but still maintain a bit of independence. Cuddling against your side or chest, this suggests a deeper bond and a strong sense of security. Sleeping on your pillow or near your head, this is often reserved for cats who are highly affectionate and see you as their closest companion. Another interesting behavior some cats display is kneading before they settle down to sleep. This is an instinct carried over from kittenhood, when they kneaded their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. If your cat kneads on you before curling up, it's a sign that they associate you with comfort, security, and warmth, just like they did with their mother as kittens. Additionally, sleeping together can reinforce a daily routine. Cats thrive on consistency, and if they develop a habit of sleeping with you, it's because they feel your presence is an essential part of their night. Some cats even follow their human to bed at the same time each night, signaling that this is an expected ritual they enjoy. If your cat has chosen your bed as their preferred sleeping spot, consider it an honor. It means they trust you completely, feel safe in your presence, and have formed a deep attachment to you. It's one of the most intimate ways they express love. So next time your cat curls up next to you, take a moment to appreciate the bond you've built.